Welcome, I'm Sarah Burke, Assistant Director of the Anniston Museums and Gardens, and I'm here with Krychelle Smith from the Calhoun County Chamber and Visitor Service Center. Now, today we're here because Krychelle is going to be one of our judges for our 41st Annual Black Heritage Festival. Now, Krychelle, have you ever attended the festival before?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're familiar with the array of events that take place?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I like to bring my family. We like to come each year and enjoy everything that's going on.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you are probably familiar with the fact that Miss Georgia Calhoun is our festival coordinator, and she started this festival with the intent of creating a space where everyone felt welcome coming to the museums, and also she is a retired teacher and librarian, so she's always been big into books and reading and poetry, and her first thought was, how do we get people to come to the museum? Well, we do that by getting children. We've got to get the kids to come, and then the parents will come with them.
Yes.
So I have to bring the children. So she created this oration competition. Now, before we go into more of our festival, one thing is I'd love to know more about you and your background. So what do you do here at the Chamber?
So I am the programs director here. I manage all of our educational, leadership, and workforce development programs.
Awesome.
So I am the contact person for all of the schools. I go into the schools, I line up speakers, I help with different programs like job shadowing days and financial literacy programs, and even just going into schools and reading and mentoring to students.
Okay. So you've actually brought several groups of students to the museums. We've done tours at Anniston Museum of Natural History and Berman Museum.
Yes.
You always bring some really great students with lots of good questions, which we love. So with your position here, does public speaking play a role?
Yes. Because I manage most of the programs, I am the person that usually has to get up and give the welcomes, the instructions, tell a little bit about what we're doing each day. So it requires a lot more public speaking than I'm used to.
Okay, so what did you do before you came here?
Before I came here, I worked in oncology.
Very different.
Yes.
Very different. Okay, yeah. I don't know that you do a lot of public speaking.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Not when you're doing medical billing and coding.
Yeah.
You're usually just alone.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what did you do to acquire this skill? Are you still, developing it, or do you feel confident in public speaking?
Well, I've participated in a lot of different groups over the years. In college, I was very active. I had my own radio show, which is a little bit different because you don't have people standing in front of you, but you're still speaking to a large group.
Mm-hmm.
And then I participated in a lot of clubs and organizations, and so I usually would have a leadership role in those.
Wonderful.
That would require me to speak at certain points.
Okay. So, what was the scariest part for you about public speaking? I mean, I think death, public speaking, and snakes are the top 3 fears in the nation. So it's a big deal to get in front of a crowd and
Yes.
present yourself. So.
I think the fears differ based on who I'm speaking to.
Okay.
I think always when I'm speaking to students, I'm always afraid that I'm going to lose their attention, that I'm not going to be as entertaining enough for them, and they're going to get tired of me pretty easily. For adults, when I'm speaking in front of adults, especially when I'm speaking in front of those that are in our business community, it's always very nervous because these are my peers.
Yeah.
And so you're just like, are they going to judge me? Like,
Yeah.
am I going to mess up some words?
Yeah. I understand that. I understand that. I've spoken to a lot of people through the museum, and speaking to my peers is way more nerve-wracking than a classroom or just the general audience. It's fine. I can find a couple of individuals to focus on, and absolutely. Well, since we have the oration competition and the Black Heritage Festival, typically, we have children pre-K through grade 12 who individually get on a stage and they will present to a crowd of 300 to 500 people. Do you have any advice that you could give to a child that would be gearing up for, the art festival or any other public speaking?
I think first and foremost, just remember to breathe. Like, don't get up there and get so nervous that you just lose your breath. That you need to take a moment and pause wherever you need to, just to breathe and kind of recenter yourself so that you're not spitting everything out.
Right.
And all at once, and just find one person in the audience to just kind of focus on. If you're super nervous, maybe a family member or someone that you're very comfortable with, a teacher, just so that it kind of calms you down. Once you've kind of built yourself up, then you can start scanning the room and doing that kind of stuff. But I think as for these students that are starting out, find someone that you're comfortable with, so it's more like a conversation that you're having, and just remember to pause and breathe.
Perfect. So you have attended our festival.
Yes.
What, if you have one, what is a favorite memory of yours?
Well, I love seeing the students stand up there. They're so brave and doing their public speaking. I think orating stuff, like it's such a big part of history, because for the longest time before people could read and write, that's how stories were passed down. And to see these students doing that in action, and that they've spent so much time and practiced so much, and they're all dressed up, and they get up there. It's amazing to see. So, and it just makes you so proud and so excited for them to do that.
Thank you. So this year you're a judge. Are you looking forward to that?
I am looking forward to it. I'm a little nervous because I don't like giving constructive criticism often, but I'm so excited to see all the talented students that we have.
Well, we're very happy to have you. We're excited. It's going to be a great year. Again, this year has transitioned to virtual, so our students will be submitting their videos to us. There's 3 different ways for them to do it. They'll either send it to us to the Anderson Museum of Natural History's Facebook Messenger. We have a Google Classroom, and they can send it that way. Or they can actually schedule an appointment and come see us at either museum to be recorded. So we're looking for some great participation, and we hope to have a really good lineup for you.
Nice.
That'll be on February 20th. Our judges will have a private screening with Miss Georgia Calhoun, our festival coordinator, and we will announce our winners on Facebook Live that day. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.